Hi, well, on this video, this is day 2 with Harley. Harley's here on a 2-week board and train. He's already starting to settle in, starting to relax. Stress is already starting to come off of him because everything's making sense the right way. Everything's following the right path by way of leadership, by way of a interaction-based approach. And so my focus on the first couple of days on doing board and training with dogs is more settling into a routine by way of the method, by way of interacting with dogs through the routine. Routine just in terms of just the basic type of method in terms of within the training facility, interacting with, and just going outside to the bathroom, feeding, the crate. And so there's a lot of just kind of focusing on just releasing stress from the dog before we start to advance the method, going out onto the street, other dogs, Harley coming out as a helper. So again, the first couple of days is more just kind of settling in, getting the dog to release stress and relax. So here, again, you see me with the pressure collar. Now the pressure collar, I made an adjustment, put a smaller choke chain on Harley. Again, when you use the choke chain, you don't want it hanging down too low. The dog will try to get a hold of that with her teeth. So you want to make sure that you have the right size collar on the dog. So here I have still using again pressure collar. So here in this video, you're going to see me doing again just a basic method, okay, with Harley, focusing on again more just the basic script, as I call it, how the interactions all come together. So again, understand when I'm doing this, it's all about the dog understanding the intent of what you're doing by way of the interactions, taking on the right sequence, being similar throughout. So the dog begins to come into agreement with, it's more agreeable, less conflict. Because here's the thing, if they're erratic, if you're like moving in different ways and the dog is trying to figure it out, but then the dog has a level of control, you're setting up the scenario so the dog is going to be going into a higher level of challenge. Okay, here you'll see me moving the same pattern each time, stopping, doing a push-pull, I'm adding certain things on, but it's done in such a way the dog makes sense of it. Okay, Harley's like, okay, I understand what Dale's doing, because even influence itself, how influence comes online, how it's part of the equation, which is how I'm pushing, the dog understands the intent. So when people look at why I don't use commands, understand a lot of thought went into the system with packaging, okay, understanding about changing the perceptions of the dog the right way. Then you can start to use commands because they have meaning attached now because you're faded in. If you try to work off commands, it's about how you're already currently perceived, and the dog may do a sit down, come or stay, but still holding a level of control. You still got a relationship problem. So you want to detach from verbal commands, invest in this type of approach, interaction based. Then the commands can come back online after a couple of weeks. So again, understand there's a lot of thought went into the system with how it follows a certain sequence, okay? And then you can start to use motivators even. People wonder about, well, when can you start to motivate the dog? By each way of using an agent. Well, again, watch my service dog videos. You'll see me doing just that. So it's all about cleaning the relationship up first, creating focus the right way. Then you can start to use motivating agents because then they're following the right path. Okay, it's all about context. So here, again, I'm going to start moving with Harley. So I'm moving with him. Again, I'm stopping along the way. See how I switch my hand over. I can engage here just about, in terms of just like the tug of war team that collapses, just about agreement, right? Just buckling his mind. Do a little push-pull for a second. And then I'll tap the feet. If he's, see the inwardness here? And that represents being faded in, focus. Doesn't be looking up in my eyes, but notice the type of inwardness. That's what I'm going for. So that's happening, I'm not doing anything. Okay, I'm not, even here, there's no influence coming to that, to the choke chain other than it's just hovering there. So sometimes when you see certain things, understand how, and then when I use it, I'm using it ahead of the curve of his mind, so he's more agreeable. So same thing, I move forward, I'm ready to go, hand on his bum, asserting influence, he's agreeable to it, push, pull, and then these are the moments I'm focused in on. No reward, okay, because again, it's about making sure I'm reversing course here, so this isn't about reward, because reward to him can mean control back. he can, because I'm leading. It's how I'm using, how these interactions are coming together. Very agreeable. Here I'm going to insert a down pressure here, some influence. Notice how I'm pushing him. He knows what I want. Okay, see, and then he's agreeable to it. Went down, perfect, great, I love it. Down there, I relax for a second. Takes more stress off of him. And then when I want him to come up with a sit, just enough pressure to get him to respond. Now if he doesn't respond, see how he's kind of bearing down a little bit. I move this way. See how he's moved slightly a little bit and angled it? And it just changed the direction of, influence in such a way that he responded to it. Just a little trick there, but don't get too, the whole thing is, don't get too, I'll use that a little bit to get him to respond, but you don't want to work off of those type of tactics too much or those techniques too much, because then it's like you want to be direct with him, okay? You want to be in his head the right way, so it's better to go the other way. But again, sometimes you can do that a little bit at first, especially to help to just make him a little bit more agreeable. Same thing, back into the sit, little push-pull. And notice I'm not using a down each time. Downs are more random, okay? So I'm going to do them once in a while here. Then he's moving forward, come along very, very nicely. Same thing, I push, just like enough to, and then push-pull, and then tap the leash if needed to intercept, okay, how he's invested. The dogs have a level of control. They'll look like, so right here, so I tap a little, sit nice a little bit. You caught a piece of paper kind of moving in the corner of his eye, I'm sure. Or a paper over there that's kind of moving up and down. So same thing, come forward here. So we put it back into the sit. But notice my focus isn't on the position itself. Okay, it's on the interaction part of it. So it's not on the completion of a position. Most trainers look at the completion of a position and they motivate a dog to go into position. They're dialed in totally different. I'm not dialed in that way. Okay, so this is about interaction based. It's about the role of influence. His agreeableness to influence that way. So the position isn't my focus. That can be, represent the completion of an interaction, his agreeableness to the interaction. So the position he's in, right, is the completion of that position, but it's the interaction itself. So that's why I'm not focused that way. Right? I'm focused on getting interaction based. This is why people watch my videos and they go absolutely crazy, because they're like, why am I not using a treat or something to motivate a response? Because you don't want to do that, we get a relationship problem. Okay? Same thing, moving them forward. Same thing, notice this smooth technique. Line him up while he's in motion, get him right beside you. See how I'm pushing on his bum? Goes into it. Same thing, just forward. He's doing really, really well. Very, very agreeable. So what you see on video here is the type of interactions that are happening all the time when the dog is here with me on the board tray. Now notice how he started going into the sit himself. A little bit. I'm still going to push though. So when the dog goes into the sit, starts to go on their own, that can be a good thing, but you don't want to lean on that yet. Okay? You want to still assert some influence behind it. You want to be in his head that way. Kind of moving in on him. My leg a little bit, see he's on the left side. See I'm kind of just barely, it's not meant to hit him hard or ram into him. It's more just kind of edges him, guides him, communicates with him. And so what you see what dogs will do is they'll move their head in for that contact because it gives them comfort. They're releasing stress. So see here, Harley's already doing fantastic. He's already doing really well. Very agreeable. Okay, he's not offering too much challenge to me. Of course, he needs help. So go back and watch yesterday's video. It's the same thing. You'll see how he's, right away. You'll see a difference immediately. But again, these interactions are the same type of interactions, especially the first couple of days. He's doing a lot of this, just more routine-oriented, to get him to release stress, to start to relax, and start to change his perception right away the right way. So he's doing really well. Thanks for watching.